This fall, you can run, you can hide all you want, but you'll never be able to escape them once you know. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop right there! I didn't realize we were signing on for a learning style horror video. What's going on with this? I was just trying to do something different with this project. You know, be out there, take a risk. I mean, I basically am a full balanced person in the format chart. It says no matter what I do, I can't escape a learning style, which of course isn't bad. After all, I can use that skill and incorporate it in the classroom in order to reach across to all my students. Right, that's a good idea. I will say this though, I definitely don't think I'm a type 3 kind of guy. Now, you're not just saying that because that was your lowest area on the test, was it? Oh no, don't get me wrong. Part of me loves diving into a new piece of choir music and trying to sight read, as stressful as it may be, hoping that everything I've learned from my lessons can help me with it. But I don't really feel the need to question how. I don't want to question how Rachmaninoff came up with the arrangement for the bells, for example. So you're saying you're not interested in any sort of that process at all? Wouldn't that kind of help you in theory a little bit to further understand the subject? You have been having trouble with the whole part writing, understanding more complex form structures and harmonic analysis. So now we're dealing into type 1 territory. It's like being in a math class where all they're doing is just banking. It has to be this certain way. I get it's a life skill, but it just doesn't interest me as much as other things. I may not seem like it sometimes because I'm so busy planning, and trying to be efficient, but I love just interacting in the classroom with everyone, and not just the teacher having the power. It's almost like a music class. You're surrounded by people who have these interesting ideas to tell, and are encouraged to do so because of how subjective music itself is. There isn't always a right or wrong. There is an opinion, and a place to go from that opinion. It gives more fuel for debate, for discussion, for ideas. I seem to like type 1. Besides learning best when I'm involved in communication with others around me, it's the asking yourself why. It's like a door which keeps leading to different doors because it's so complex a question that there's always room for thought with you and everyone around you. Type 1 seems to be a very personalized place, and that's what I love. I feel like it's in this area that you best make the meaning for yourself, as you're constantly engaging yourself. So you are definitely more of a type 1 learner then. Now that I think about it, I also have to know exactly what happened in my lesson, or else everything feels incomplete. Or think of this. Looking at yourself right now, how did you get to where you are in college? I mean, more specifically, what did you do in high school, for example, that helped you get here today? Grades. Even makes me realize how much of a type 2 person I can be at times. Yeah, I'm not for banking, but that's kind of how I played a lot and how I got my grades to be so high at times. I took what the teacher said, thought about it, rehearsed it, and studied it so I can get good grades and achieve excellence. Was that what it was really all about? Just wanted to be as knowledgeable as possible about everything. That's one of my main concerns. I'm so afraid that I won't be able to be a competent teacher if I don't know everything. It's also that fear of being wrong. I mean, I just hate being wrong sometimes. But when I try to learn so much and cram it all in, even though I do it for myself and can succeed at it, it doesn't help me out as much as I think it should, because I haven't really thought about it at the end of the day. It stays in my brain, but in a place where I can't easily access all the time. Whew. This is harder to explain than I thought. What's that right there? It's just the things to do, things not to do. It says what doesn't work and what does work. Care to elaborate? So I'm handling different things at once. But this semester really is not working out as much as I wanted to. And I thought about it a lot and it hit me. Possible solution to getting things accomplished and on time. I talked with friends asking them what they do to stay on task. I thought about my own life in comparison to what they said, and my own shortcomings. I even looked at every free time available I had and every study plan or schedule I ever made to try and figure out how I could utilize myself to the fullest. And that's where this came in. It's a combination of advice learned from my friends to the realization of my own abilities of what I can and can't do. Don't you just see what you just did? What? You've been trying to defend yourself, saying you are more of this type and not really a full-round learner. But what you just did there is you went on a complete journey of self-discovery, using every possible way you know to learn, and came to this. Yes, but don't you get it? You've taken everything, whether it be past results or what's happening now, to input from others to make your own meaning for yourself. I mean, that's what all that's happening right now is about. You just convinced me that you have an understanding of your learning capabilities now, because you have thought about everything. I know you're not used to doing this, but see, it worked. I think I finally get it now. I knew you could get it. Just remember, the learning type doesn't define your identity and how you're going to live your life. It's just a preferred way of learning. And you just happen to like it and be open to the whole process. Now you just gotta do the project. I'm doing it right now. Oh, well, come on. You and I both know that I am just you. Dressed a little nicer. You're just having a moment of self-discovery in order to actually do this video. What do you mean? Whoa.